Music has definitely been the most important to me. I grew up singing in church with my family. My dream was always to be a gospel singer, and I would act like I was one of the gospel singers when I was a kid, and I sang in church every Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night revivals. Um, and it actually turned into my occupation, and I do it full time now. I do about 150 concerts a year. And songs are a way of getting your message across in a very short message. I consider each of my songs like a 3.5 to 4 minute message, trying to reach people for Christ, and music seems to be one of the better ways of reaching people. They like to hear the music, and they actually listen to the words, and you can reach them a little easier sometimes that way than by actually preaching from the Bible. But I do consider my music to be messages to people. So I would say definitely music has been a huge impact on me and through me. So that's my answer to that question. Music has always helped me through tough times, and probably the toughest time was when my parents were hit by a drunk driver. I was 19 years old; they were both 44. I won't go into all the details, but they were hit by a drunk driver going a little over 90 miles an hour. And at that time, we were singing together as a family, singing with my mom and dad and some of my siblings, and my wife and I had been married 8 months, but we were still involved in the family ministry as well. And so when my father was killed instantly, my mom lived for 16 days before she also went home to heaven. So whenever I lost them, I actually quit singing for a while, because I didn't really have a song in my heart, and for music to really reach people, you really need it to be something that you feel as well. You need to have that passion, and I'd lost that. So for a year, I didn't sing at all. But after a year went by, I got a phone call and from a little church that wanted me to come and do some music for them. And after arguing with them for a little bit, I finally agreed to come and sing, and that was the start of the healing process. That music, the part that music played in that healing process was huge. I was able to sing, I was able to convey my message, and it was not only helping the people I was singing to, but it was healing me as well. So that was a huge part, and I know that God's got a plan for each and every one of us, and His plan in my life from the calling that I had was to sing, and I had stopped doing that whenever I lost my parents. But I realize what music can do in the healing that it has, and I've been able to use my experiences through the loss of my parents to help others as they go through losses as well. So music has definitely played a healing part in my life. Yes, there's a specific song that was written off of Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans that I have for you, saith the Lord. Plans not to harm you, but to prosper you, to give you hope in the future. A friend of mine wrote a song called God Has Got a Plan for Me. And I've kind of used that as, I guess, my theme song for a while. Because there's a lot of people out there that don't know what God's plan is for them. Some of them feel useless, helpless. But God's got a plan for each and every one of us individually, collectively as a church. And so God has got a plan for me. He knows the past. He sees the future. It's been a huge help to me, and I've used it as my theme song. And it just simply says that God's got a plan for each and every one of us. So that has been great.
Still my life is in His hands. God has got a plan for me. Oh, at times I may not understand. Still my life